Somewhere in New York City, NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman is laughing his ass off. And why not? Look at all the playoff races, which are driving all those ticket sales and encouraging all those fans to buy all that NHL merchandise, which they can wear while watching all the games on TV as they drink all the official beer of the NHL. Add it up, and this season, the league is expected to generate over $4 billion in revenue, an all-time record. Now try and imagine how big that number would be if the Canadian dollar had any teeth, or if the city of Toronto actually had an NHL team to go with its NHL franchise. Hard to believe, but just 2 years ago, the league was once again licking its wounds from yet another lockout. But just like it did in the past, it did not take long for the fans to forgive and forget. As for the owners, here's the best part of the new collective bargaining agreement. The players now only get half of the revenue, which means this year alone the owners will put an additional $300 million into their pockets. It's why there are now 3 teams that have a net worth of over $1 billion. There's also expansion. It's almost guaranteed that the NHL is going to go into Las Vegas. Price tag, $500 million. Next year, it's the return of the World Cup of Hockey. There's another $100 million. And of course, the endless parade of outdoor games. Next season, the NHL has plans to go into Boston, Minnesota, and Colorado. But the smartest thing Gary Bettman has ever done was to create a system that keeps as many teams in the playoff race for as long as possible. It begins with a salary cap, which does not allow the rich teams to simply buy a Stanley Cup. But it also involves a format, which includes both overtime and a shootout. The end result is a regular season that keeps the maximum amount of fans emotionally and financially invested for the maximum amount of time. With only 3 days left, one look at the NHL standings will tell you why Gary Bettman is once again laughing his ass off.